wanted to show you the example from that EAG abstract where it really did make such a difference to fix the seismic coordinates. So you can see here, this is line 16, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, you can see the basement going down here. It does look a bit weird at the bottom, but let's view it in ViewPack to see really what it looks like in 3D. And I've got it open already. And here, this is that stretching that I showed in the picture. And yeah, you can see the basement going up and then going down and stretching over here. And I just wanted to show you why it was like this. So these are the coordinates that I've taken out of the SegWire file. So let's plot it on the map here. Hopefully it's all in the right coordinate system and it just plots for us. Okay, so great, it's plotted there. And that looks pretty normal. One of these lines actually had a point far from the distance, and then the rest of the line carried on here. So this doesn't look too bad. But it's really when you zoom in and when you actually scroll along the line that you notice. One thing you can also do is plot the x coordinates at the bottom. You go right, click on the heading, right click, show profile, and you can see something's wrong here. So you can see as I go to the start of the line, which is in the middle of the seismic line, as I scroll down, it goes to the southwest part of the line, then it jumps back to the middle, then it goes to the northeast part of the line. So really your shot point value should either be one down here and increasing to the northeast, or the other way around. And also in the middle, let's just look at these points over here. You can see there's actually these dots behind here, these points. I think whoever did the coordinates needed to get from that point to the middle again, so they added these dots, these points along the way, spread out to get us back to the middle here. And so thankfully this is super easy, and all you need to do is just sort the coordinates. There's definitely going to be a problem in the middle here because of this gap, but as a first solution, just sort your data. So I would want you to make a copy of this database, and then you would go here to run GX, and you're going to click, so you went settings, run GX, you click on the 3 dots, and we're going to scroll down to sort. Sorry, I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to go sort all with the 2 L's, go click open, okay. And I'm going to take my reference channel. I'm going to do X, increasing in that direction. Okay, so actually, before I want to do this, I'm actually going to delete these in between points, because otherwise it's just going to add them in and it's not going to be right. So what I mean by this is, if I don't delete these points, these dots here are going to stay in my navigation file. Okay, so we're finding these points in the middle. Sorry, let's zoom out, and we're just going to delete them. Otherwise it's just going to create problems. So sorry, I'm going in the wrong direction. So it's this point over here. So it's from 575 to 564, 564 to 575. And the easy thing to do here is not to delete them, because remember in SegWire files you can't delete rows, you have to add in. So to actually just add in some dots, some points over here. So let's quickly just create our mess around database. Okay, I'm just going to call it fix. Okay, and so 564 to 575, so I'd have to have how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. 12 points that I've got to add in here, and I'm going to take it from this side up. I'm only saying that because I can show you. I'm not going to go and find the Geosoft files now. I'll show you in my abstract, sorry, which is jammed on the screen. There we are. Okay, if it would let me scroll down, I could show you. There we are. I could show you that these red lines are shape files that I got from the South African Petroleum Association, and this black line are my data. And the reason for the gap, as I said before, is because I used the wrong datum, but that's not important, that's not what I'm worried about. Now, the main thing is you can see that if I'm going to add in any data, it should be over here to extend my line a bit further north. I mean, ideally I should get the navigation files from the Petroleum Agency, but for now I'm just going to add in these interpolated points on the bottom of the line. So let me zoom in here. And I'm gonna, sorry, let's just open up my fixed database again. So that's the main one that I'm clicking on. I've clicked grid and image, utilities, grid profile. Oh, I suppose the big question here is I actually don't know what the distance is between the different shot points. So let's quickly add in a distance channel. And let's scroll up. So it's about a 60 meter spacing. Oh, and I've got to make sure I've clicked on my fixed database, grid and image, utilities, grid profile. I'm going to change line name to 1 and sample interval to 30. Okay, and I'm going to go in the middle of the square, and I'm going to go in this direction. I know we don't need this many points, but it's also just so that we have enough. And because I've already forgotten how many I'm supposed to have, let's go here on the map. I'm going to click on the database that we're looking at. Okay. You can see I'm getting confused already. It was 565, wasn't it? No, 564. Coming up to 575. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so let's go back to the fixed database. And so I need 12. I'm going to highlight from here to 11. Interesting thing, sorry, is I need to make sure I don't want to duplicate this point. I need to go over and above that point. Okay, so 564 should be the start of the line. So sorry, I'm not making much sense here, but literally this point here is that first one. I actually want to go to the second point here, and I need 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, let's copy, paste, fixed, copy, paste. Okay, and now I'm going to plot these just to check that that it's adding it correctly. Okay, and now the next thing is, now we sort it. So settings, run GX, sort all. I'm just going to take the X value and descending or ascending. So the large problem here is you need to know which direction your shot points start. Do they start at the southwest part of the line, or do they start at the northeast point of the line? Let's just think about this. If we look here, I'm just going to look at the 2D here. So here the CDP, or the shot point, is shallowest in this region and deepens over here. Now I know the basin where this is taken is deepest in the northeast and shallowest in the southwest. So therefore I can say 1 should be in the south west, and therefore my X value should be ascending. I hope I've got that right. Okay, so it's just sorted it for me. There's a bit of a kink in the middle, and that's because of that gap in the middle. And now I'm literally going to copy and paste these X values back into my Segway file in Seismic Direct. Please be careful. You can see I've got this star at the top. Make sure you don't take the star with you, else it will crash your Seismic Direct. And now, assuming that I've done this, let me load in the fixed line. So I've done this previously. So to save me having to do it again, here's this fixed too. I obviously figured out something else I was doing wrong. Okay, I'm going to click next, next, finish. And let's see what they look like compared to the other. So the big problem, one of you probably knows how to do it. If I open it at the same time, I'm not going to be able to view the two. So let's take a screenshot of this. So this is the original data. Let's close this original data. And let's look at the fixed data. Okay, so it doesn't look too different from what I can see if we compare this and the stitched file. The main bit is when we view it in ViewPack. Let's see what it now looks like in ViewPack. Okay, and you can see a huge difference. I mean, previously there was this huge stretch. First of all, it looked like the basement was going up and then down, and this whole region was stretched. So that's vastly improved. This middle section is because of that gap in the line, and I don't think we can get away with that. But let me remind you what the original image looks like. That's what the original image looks like. And so this going down was because the coordinates were not going in increasing in one direction. So the reason I really wanted to show you this line was to show you the significant difference it makes, as well as on this line it wasn't just filling in gaps, it was also sorting the direction of the coordinates. So I hope this helps you.